Hello, everybody. I'm Brandon,
Jerry.
and we're back with another episode of Last Week in Ecom. And what we're going to be chatting about this week is some email deliverability deadlines, some crazy, awesome new announcements from Shopify, some ad creative inspiration, and a little more. So let's dive in.
Sweet. Yeah. So the first thing is a super important date for email marketing and email marketers. And if you're a brand or even just anyone sending email and you like to send mass emails or bulk emails, the number they've kind of pinned is 5,000 or more per day. You need to make sure that you are compliant with Google and Yahoo's new deliverability standards. So if you're an e-commerce brand, you're likely using Klaviyo or SendLane. If you log into that, they should have prompts reminding you to do this and even a step-by-step process of what needs to be done. The big thing is just making sure that you are compliant with DMARC and some other policies that have been put in place to protect brands as well as consumers, to make sure that the emails that are actually being sent to these people are coming from a verified domain, and that you're not a spammer or that you're not somebody that's doing a phishing scam. So really, it's going to help you to have better deliverability. I think overall it's a good thing. And from the consumer standpoint, it's also going to be a better user experience because the emails that are landing in your inbox are going to be from companies that are verified, companies that likely you want to be in touch with. And you'll know it's not just some big spam or a scam or anything like that. So make sure you log into your Klaviyo, into your SendLane, or whatever tool you're using, and go through their step-by-step process of what needs to be done. And you need to have that done by February 1st. If you don't have it done by February 1st, your emails will stop delivering to Google and Yahoo accounts. And I'm sure Microsoft will follow suit here shortly. So get that done. By the time this episode drops, it'll likely be too late, but you can still log in and recover so that your emails start delivering.
Awesome. Okay, next is Shopify. So Shopify today, January 31st, they just announced a ton of new stuff. And I'm going to go through some of the highlights, but I mean, it was an absolutely insane amount of new releases. And so here's some that caught my eye at least. So customized checkout, they give you a lot of leeway in customizing the checkout process, both from the perspective of like having it all be one page so you don't have to do multiple things, but also just the branding and all that kind of stuff that you can input into the checkout page. So that's cool. Next one is they said there's a 95% improvement rate on page speed. So that's huge. Another one is they upgraded the search. So it's semantic search now. So people don't have to be as specific as in the past on typing in what they're looking for in order to find the correct items on your store. The next one, looking at my notes here, is subscriptions. They made it really easy to do subscriptions. Whereas previously you had to hunt through a bunch of different apps, now it's just super easy. So there's a ton of new things in the new Shopify release, and I highly recommend you dive in. They've been sharing it on Twitter as well as on their website, so go check it out. So a few more things from Shopify with their new release that they just did is shop ads. You can now run those ads through Meta for like no extra cost. They make it super seamless, and that's through the Shop app. So those types of ads you can now run through Meta. So that's a fun new thing. They also have the ability to embed shoppable videos on your website, which is really cool, especially for mobile. So if you are sending traffic from a video ad on Instagram to Shopify, the page you can have them land on can feel just like that ad, right? You can have a shoppable page right there with the same video, even, or a different version of the same video, or a new video, same product or whatever. So a lot of potential there. They also have built-in recommendation engine quizzes. So that'll be a super fun thing to test within Shopify. They also have built out their Shopify audiences to help with retargeting ads and other stuff like that. And also collabs. They've really beefed up their collab section to make it really easy to find creators on Instagram, TikTok, etc., to collaborate with and run affiliate programs through and all that kind of stuff. So again, a ton of new stuff on Shopify. Check it out and start testing.
Cool. So the next thing we wanted to talk about was a really cool quote we saw from the VP of Creative for Liquid Death, Andy Pearson. And what he said is that our competition is not other brands in the category. Our competition are the things that you see in your social feed. That's our competition. And we think that's super cool because people are constantly being fed different products, they're being fed different ideas, they're being fed different forms of entertainment on TikTok, on Instagram, on Facebook, on Twitter, and on YouTube, cross channel, all day, everywhere, both organic and paid content. And if you're not doing enough to stand out, if you're not doing enough to create interesting content, people are going to scroll by you and they're going to go find another product that is better at making content that is engaging, making an offer that's actually attractive, or having messaging that's tailored to a specific problem that they have. So Liquid Death obviously dominates the content game. They dominate the marketing game in a lot of ways. I personally love their product, but I'm sure there's other products that are maybe better than theirs, but they haven't executed marketing and branding as well as Liquid Death has. And because of that, people are going to continue to buy Liquid Death. You see this with Prime as well. You know, Gatorade, Liquid IV, these Element, these other products might be better for hydration, but for whatever reason, people buy Prime, and it's partially because they're masters of content, of marketing, and of standing out in the social feed. You have any?
Yeah, no, I mean, what he said about the attention reminded me of in one of Netflix's recent quarterly reports, they said one of their main competitors is Fortnite, just because Fortnite garners so much attention and it's just hours. Like everyone is just competing for eyeballs and screen time, basically, even if you're an e-commerce brand. So looking at it through that lens, when you're thinking about your ad creative or your overarching marketing campaigns is a good approach to take.
Cool. So some other ways you can stand out in the feed is having really good ad creative. And every week we like to talk about some different ad creatives that we've seen that we like and that are being reported to have performed really well. So the first couple of them are from Obvi. So here's this one from Obvi. If you are listening on audio, basically it's just a really bright colored picture of their product, along with a really big offer that's highlighted. It's kind of the biggest thing on the static image, and it really stands out. 53% off. They have that blaring in your face so that you know this is the product that has the offer. And then at the bottom, they have some small social credibility, which is over 300,000 plus customers. And so, you know, okay, other people love this product. This offer is really huge and attractive, and that's going to get the clicks. The other one is also from Avi, and what this one is more focused on reviews. And it's actually just a simple screenshot from someone's Twitter account where they're talking about Avi. And then what Avi did is highlight the different major callouts that she has within her tweet that they want you to notice the most. And I think this is really smart because people often will just scroll quickly instead of reading a whole tweet or a review. But if you have those call outs, it really draws the eyes in and calls attention. And it is a good way to add some credibility to what you're trying to push and get the clicks. Another ad creative we saw that we really liked was one that was focusing on a trend, which is girl math. And basically, if you don't know what girl math is, it's where you buy something for $50 and then you return it the next day and you say, oh, I made $50. And in this case, what they did is they have a perfume that says the perfume is $49.99 and it says smell expensive for $49.99. Girl math equals this. It's really creative. It stands out. People think it's funny. And I think that it taps into the emotion of I want to look and feel nice, but I don't want to spend lots of money. The next one is just a before and after static. And this one's from Hey Bud Skincare. And basically, on one side, it shows somebody with dry and peeling skin. And then on the other side, it has their product and how their product is the solution to that. And so obviously, there's tons of different products and categories this would apply to. And just think about what problems your customers have and how your product resolves those problems. And you could create a bunch of different statics and test out different hooks and angles and offers with that.
Lastly, a few more. So if you didn't see, CeraVe is a popular skincare brand, and Michael Cera is a popular actor, and they did this sort of collaboration that went viral where people were writing Michael, Sarah V on their bottles. He was photographed carrying massive bags of lotion. He went on Bobby Altoff's podcast and kept dodging questions about skincare and CeraVe, but also kept saying that he needed to apply something to his dry arms. So it's just really funny, unique campaign. Obviously, not every brand can afford a celebrity, but it is fun that they, went outside of the box and did that. And then actually, I saw sponsored ads of influencers on TikTok of people doing apology videos saying that they didn't realize that Michael Cera didn't own CeraVe. So anyway, just kind of like a new wrinkle in that campaign that was fun. And then this other one is Poppy, the drink brand. They're always super fun and creative, and they did like this. Well, they have a pop up in Hollywood, but with AI, they created the storefront for the pop up here, and it just looks really cool. So it's a fun way to advertise for a pop-up by using AI to, completely change the outside of the building and just make it look super awesome and on brand. So anyway, hopefully you got some creative ideas from these. Make sure your emails are getting delivered and dive into all the Shopify stuff. Lots of fun stuff this week, and we'll talk to you next week. Thank you.